Imagine Workbay's like, I'm gonna go through her phone. I'm gonna find something. He clicks on her text.
And I'm like, this doggy's about to go crazy.
He's like, okay, never mind. We're good. I just like cried laughing to myself. Thinking,
what is up, guys? Welcome back to Gin and Toxic.
Happy Wednesday, bitches.
It's Wednesday. Oh, when this goes up.
yeah, G&T day.
Happy Wednesday for those of you that are listening when this actually goes out. You just fucked me up for a second.
I'm sorry.
I've had the longest day ever. We're recording on a Monday. Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, it's
Monday.
Yeah, and it's also been gloomy and disgusting today.
Yeah, it's been a shitty. Well, I've been at my desk all day, so I wouldn't know. That's the thing about working from home is I get in like these
you have a window.
dark. It's not great.
Kind of. An alleyway window that provides no natural light.
So real.
No
that was
natural
so
light.
real. Literally an alleyway window. Fucking.
Well, that's
piece of
literally
shit.
why me and Paige's Upper West Side apartment was perfect, except for the fact that she had an alleyway window and she got zero natural light.
Yeah.
So when it was like, are we
get
gonna
a
re-sign
little.
the lease or not? She was like, I can't live here anymore. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am a gremlin.
No, yeah, that all my other apartments, the lighting it's a main factor for me now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need big windows. Anyway,
Anyway,
toxic thing of the week. Christina's gonna kick it off. I feel confident in that. I feel good about that.
Yeah, I actually have no idea what yours is, so
It's
it'd be
silly.
interesting. Okay, well, anyways,
have two.
mine is just that I thought I would share with you guys that my toxic thing of the week is that I am like best friends now with the girl that my ex cheated on me with.
No, it's actually
Woo,
it's
woo, woo,
funny
woo,
because
woo.
we were just filling in our friend Hannah about the whole thing that went down.
Yes.
And then we're in a group chat, like me, Christina, and Hannah. And Hannah's like, oh my God, like I'm listening to the episode. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like getting back to her. Christina's not answering. I'm like, okay, so I'm just texting on your behalf. Perfect.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Christina answers in the group chat and goes, sorry, Hannah, I was at drinks with the girl.
Yeah. And
Daddy
then-
cheated on me with, but we're just friends now.
Yeah, and then
Hannah
I
was like, what?
I sent a selfie. Hannah said the most iconic thing. She said, there are women and then there are icons.
Yeah. Like...
That was so funny.
Like Christina's just like fully now besties with this girl.
It just, you know what? We discovered
There's
that
girls, and then there's women.
Yeah.
like
women.
Yeah.
Like, no, but like we went out for drinks. Like I found all this stuff out like 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday. That Thursday we went out for drinks. The following Thursday we went out for drinks. The day after that we had more drinks at my apartment. And then the day after that we like hung out all night and went on like a walk around Williamsburg and got ice cream together and whatever. And we have just learned that like, we think this is why my ex was able to like get through to her so well is because we are way more alike and similar than like we thought we were. Even down to like stupid shit. We're like, she's a gin girl also. Like she's very much a gin girl like me. The looks, obviously, we both are like,
same
like white
vibes.
bitches with,
Brunettes.
brunette hair.
Yeah.
And then like, like the spirituality stuff and then just like other
Even your
like,
exes aligned.
even our exes aligned. We both dated Colombian
The
men.
hot Colombian that treated you like gold, and then
Yes.
all of a sudden you're dating the piece
the
of
narcissist.
shit
Yeah.
narcissist.
No, literally, like we like bonded over Colombian dick.
I
'cause
love a
we were just,
parallel
like,
timeline. I fucking love
It's
it.
so good. No, literally, like parallel timelines, and we just so many other things. Like we ended up just like getting along like so well. And so she said to me literally on the first night that we got drinks, like when we met up to like discuss everything that was going on when we were still in the thick of it, she literally said to me at the end of the night, she was like, just so you know, I really hope we don't stop talking after this because like I want to be your friend. Like I really like you. She said that to me. And I was like, that is so cute because like I want to be your friend. What the fuck? And like
Never mind how we met.
yeah, like
I'd like to be your friend.
Yeah, I would like to be your friend.
yeah.
She's a fellow Brooklyn girly.
Really?
So, yeah.
Where does she live?
Well, I'll cut it out of this. Beep. But she comes to Williamsburg a lot because she she never goes out where she lives. She's like in this area all the time.
Yeah, you can't go out
Yeah,
there.
you can't.
That's not.
But yeah, no. But anyways, we were like in a really weird, fucked up, twisted way. We're kind of happy that this happens, that I was able to meet her and have another girlfriend in the city. And
yeah,
so
love it.
Yeah, Jeff ended up meeting her the other day. He came over and we were having wine.
I haven't
and
met
Lily's
her,
next.
which
so
is
yeah,
weird.
so Lily needs
I
to
will
meet her
soon.
because she is girly girl of the girly
Yeah,
girls.
she's girly of the year in my
Girly
opinion.
of the year. Like literally girly pop of the year.
Yeah.
She found out what the fuck was going on and told me and like blocked his ass immediately and then had her friend DM me like, girl power. But yeah, so that's my toxic thing of the week is now the narcissistic ex is out of the way. He, doesn't have either of us anymore, but we have each other.
I love that.
I love that.
There are
women and then there are icons.
No,
Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you, Hannah, with the one line. Hannah's like one-liner like reactions to things are just priceless.
No, they're great.
She always says the perfect thing. Yeah, there's like situations where I feel like if you're gonna like work things out with the guy, there's no way you can be friends with the girl. But otherwise, why not make a new bestie?
No, exactly.
We have one thing in common. I know that for sure.
Yeah,
We probably
right.
got the same type. I'm sure we have something in common.
Yeah, it was just like I said, like even like I can't even like put them all together, but there were just like so many things that we
Weird
would talk and then we'd be like,
parallels,
oh my God. And then we realized we were like, that's fucking probably why he was able to like get through to you so well, because you are a mirror of me and I am a mirror of you. And then he just was bouncing off of that.
Yeah.
Like,
How did he mirror her? Oh, I remember the story. Never mind.
Yeah, he fucking because he tried to hit on her little sister's friend who was fucking 19 years old. Like, ew.
Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah. Tried to hit on the little sister's friend who's literally 19 in November, a month after we started dating.
Right. I always go to share something that I'm like, am I allowed to say that?
Yeah. And then and then he like ended up like telling her that like he wanted to be friends with the girl's little sister. And then they didn't know that he had a girlfriend because he never said it. And then he was, telling her like, oh, hook me up with, girly in question. Her name's Seema. She doesn't care about her name being on here. Actually, I clarified that with her. He was like, hook me up with Seema. And that was in like February.
Because the 18-year-old wasn't giving. Like, I don't know.
Like, yeah. Anyways, so that's basically my toxic thing of the week. Me and her, BFFs.
Girling so hard.
Get her on GNT.
Immediately.
Yeah, she is retired crazy girl too. That's what she calls herself. So she has some stories. So
love.
Yeah.
Love
All
her
right.
retirement. Not there yet.
Not there.
Oh, and perfect.
Me
My
neither.
toxic thing of the week is going to confirm this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have no idea what yours is. So
Oh, it's a fun one. So, well, it's kind of like I found something. So,
found something.
Okay. My man has a storage unit, and I just over the weekend did this whole clean out with him. Like, we went through all of his belongings and just, we're throwing out stuff. I was getting some of his old furniture from my apartment in the storage unit. Whatever. And like, I don't know what this says about me, but like, as I'm going through the boxes, I'm like, what am I gonna find? Like,
I would do the exact same
because like he's
thing.
also a big journaler, and I'm not one to go through someone's journal, but like, what if there's just a loose page?
Yeah, what if it flew out
From the time that we broke up? I'm like looking at the dates, like, no, I'm just kidding. But funny enough, I'm going through this one box, and it's kind of the box that clearly he just gave up along. When he was packing, he just was like, fucking, I'm putting everything in here.
Yeah, the fuck it box.
And
we all have that when you're moving.
When
the
you're
fuck
moving,
it box,
the
where
last box.
You just start throwing shit in.
It was that
get
box.
It there. Yeah.
It was that box. There was like one shoe. There wasn't the other. Like, crazy. And I'm going through it. And my first thing is I take out this little, like, it was like a little canvas, like 4x4, a little canvas of this stupid ass painting. Sorry, that was mean. I don't know what the painting was. It was like a beach or something. And I'm like, David didn't paint this. I'm like, what
You're
bitch?
like, no man would
Did
paint
some arts
this.
and crafts for my man. Right. Because it's gotta go. It's gotta go. I don't care I don't care who it was. Okay. So then I turn it around and it says, it's stupid. It's like a hometown friend. So it's like,
Oh,
whatever.
I thought you were going to say the girl best friend.
Oh my God.
I was about
Now
to be
that
like,
would have been
no.
a treat. I would have brought the painting for show and tell, and I would have put it right here, actually. No, it would have gone on the G&T wall if the girl best friend had a painting for him. That is not what happened. So during quarantine, David, I guess, work bay, whatever you want to call him, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal was. Like, this girl he went to high school with, I guess they like reconnected during quarantine. This was like in early 2020. We are talking over 3 years ago, okay?
Yeah. You didn't know him.
They didn't kiss. They didn't touch each other. Nothing ever happened. I think he sent her one text that was flirty, and I happened to see it when he was like telling me about her because they're good friends. Whatever. I remember everything. Okay. So I find this painting, and it has her name on the back with like a heart. Like she painted it for him. Okay. So you're in love with my boyfriend. Perfect. So I go, what's this? He goes, oh, blah, 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 painted that for me. And I go, man, what's it doing here? What's it doing here? He was like, Lily, I literally told you we never did anything. I'm like, you called her pretty one time. It's gotta go. I've never thrown something in the trash.
It has a heart on it.
It's got a heart on it. It's gotta go. And he was like, that is so fucked up. He happily threw it away because that is what we do.
You're nuts.
Nuts. And then
you are nuts.
On top of that, there was some loose journal pages in no, truly loose. And I didn't read any of them, but David picked them up and he started one off and he was reading it. And it was like from 2 months before I met him. So I was like, okay. And I can tell he's reading it out loud to me. And I'm like, you are skipping.
Skipping over sentences.
Like, skipping so many things. Like, I'm just like, I'm not stupid. He's like, had a rager night last night, took out my friends. Okay, and now I'm going to start trying to get back to the gym. I'm like, what'd you skip? What happened that night?
What was in between?
And like, it was one sentence that was like, I think I have a crush on blank and blank. One of these girls I did know he had a crush on. Never did anything with, like, mind you, once again, never did anything with them.
He didn't even know you existed.
I wasn't even there yet. He met them both like 2 times. I'm like, I didn't know you had a crush on that girl. He's like, Lily, I didn't really have a crush on her, okay? It was like the first time I met her, I thought she was cute.
Meet you.
And he's like, I didn't even like her like that. I just thought she was cute. And I'm like, so you're leaving me for her.
For her.
Right? Great, unpack your bags and hit the road. Like, what? He's like, why am I even reading my journal to you right now? Like, we're supposed to be unpacking. I'm like, read the next page. Yeah, read the next one. Like, it was just never ending. It was really funny.
Great, so you're in love with another girl.
And then I like pouted for like an hour, and he was like, "What are we pouting about?" I was like, "I didn't know you ever had a crush on that girl. I feel stupid." And he was like, "I didn't even." Yeah, it was like so stupid.
It's like one of those like forced crushes. Like you feel like you should crush on them because you're spending time with them.
Yeah. Like I know the girl.
Like, it's you're actually like bored. You ever crush on someone because you're bored?
No, yeah. It's actually girl best friend's best friend. And it was just a girl that he was like in his circle. She's like not even cute. Like it was just like completely random. Like I've had crushes on every guy I've ever met. Like, you know, it was like one of those. But I was like, why'd you never tell me that? I've hung out with this girl. I feel fucking stupid. You know, I feel fucking stupid.
Remember when I was trying to convince myself that I had a crush on
Yes. It's like, no, he's just there. He's single and mildly mid. Like just he'll do. Like you don't like him. It's the same energy as that.
No, 100%.
It's the same energy. So I'm insane. I'm insane.
And then like go through your journal.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Do you remember when, did I tell you this or Paige? Do you remember when I was cleaning out my like closet in my old apartment or something and I found my manifestation journal and it was me trying to manifest like seeing the Palestinian prince?
We shared that once on
the show. I will see the Palestinian prince. I saw the Palestinian prince. Me and the Palestinian prince are in love. Like, you
didn't even like him.
You know, he actually texted me like 2 days ago and was like, what are you doing? Like, I was like, oh no. I was like, here we
what go. Is happening? Yeah, no, you don't want to read. Can you guys imagine how chaotic my journal is? Like I come on the show every other week and I'm like, me and workmate broke up. No, we're back together. Like, that's my journal. It's like, okay, no, I love him. Big heart. Like, we're not friends anymore. Wait, now we are friends. Yeah, like my journal is very chaotic. It's scary.
I don't even know where the majority of my like quarantine manifesting journals went.
No, I don't have a manifesting
journal.
Are. My journal, the purposes of my journals are for like my kids to read one day so they can like read about my life. So I kind of write it in that way. Yeah. So I write like where I'm at in my career and like, cool. So I can like document things. Wow. I don't get like super graphic in there because the kids are going to read it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I actually, speaking of kids, you know what I really have kind of shifted my, you know what? This is another crazy girl.
What?
What do you think I shifted?
You want to have kids? No fucking way.
I'm not
I knew
positive.
The day would come. I knew the day would come.
I'm not positive, but I've been doing a lot of thinking. And if I end up marrying a guy who is also very financially free, and we can stay in New York and raise little New York motherfuckers, then like I want one.
Yeah, I want
like,
one.
But
I need one.
It depends on, like I said, like who I marry in the situation stuff. But I just brought up a crazy girl thought too. You know how I told you that I was on FaceTime with Big Jeans for like an hour and a half the other day?
Not this. They're not even dating yet, you guys.
We're not. But no, what happened was I forget how we got into it, but we were talking about like, you know, like our ideal like apartments and this and that and whatever.
I would guess that he wouldn't want kids, actually. Does he want them?
I think he was on the same page as me.
If it works out, then.
Yeah, but also he was on the exact same page as me in terms of like
staying.
I want to have like a place in New York City. This is my main place. I'm staying in the city. He's like, but also in a perfect world, I would ideally like a summer home, like upstate or like whatever. For me, I was like, ideally I'd like a summer home, like, you know, out east in like Long Island or something, but like I could do upstate. But like, yeah, we were very aligned on that. And it was like the first time I've talked to a guy that was like very much aligned with me on that stuff. Also, Big Jeans update for you guys. The other day he gave me a call and was like, we should hang out more during the day.
He's so random. I love him so much. Like just picture this straight man just sitting in his apartment, just like, I'm going to call Christina. Picks up his phone. He's like, hey, we should hang out during the daytime more. Yeah. That is what he said. He said, I'd like to hang out during the daytime. I'd like to go watch the sunset with you.
Yeah, he's like, I want to go on a Revel ride and, you know, watch the sunset with you. And he literally said, he was like, these are all things that I would love to do with you. Like, literally those lines. And I was like,
oh. He's like, I don't want to just dick you down at 11 p.m.
Although that's nice.
That's great. We can do that after.
We can do that after.
But maybe the hangout starts at like 4.
Yeah, instead of like 9.
Yeah.
Like,
that's when you know.
Yeah, so that was really nice. But I'm still in my I'm afraid of men era at the moment. So like it's like casual. I don't know.
No, very casual. We can't.
Yeah.
We're tired.
We're tired. I'm tired. GNT baby. Let's get into it. We're going to be talking about the Lizzo lawsuit today, which we're sure you guys have heard about, but this is a lot. So we're going to just...
Holy shit.
Yeah. Basically, if you guys don't know, Lizzo is like getting sued by like 3 of her former dancers. It's a whole thing. So we wrote down a bunch of shit. So a lawsuit was filed by 3 of Lizzo's ex-dancers against her and her dance captain, accusing her of sexual harassment, body shaming, and creating a hostile work environment. Everything I'm about to tell you guys comes from like the documents themselves, like from the lawsuit that was filed. But keep in mind, all of this is alleged. But yeah, it's very specific.
What is their evidence?
I don't know if they have full evidence other than like people that witnessed also. I'm not really
they
that
must have
sure.
enough though if they probably feel pretty confident.
That's the thing, yeah. If they were
wouldn't
able to
do
file,
that. You would never press charges against
The
Lizzo.
one thing I will say actually that I didn't write down on here though is a lot of people got pissed at them because they ended up doing like an interview with TMZ, and everyone was like, you should not have done that interview with TMZ because Lizzo's team is going to probably use that against them
100%.
In the lawsuit. And also, like, it makes it look unauthentic if you're, like, running off doing an interview with TMZ if you're actually trying to,
looks like you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Yeah, a little weird. But anyways, all right. So with the sexual harassment claims, Lizzo invited her dancers to a club in Amsterdam's red light district with nude performers and did not notify them ahead of time of where they were going. Yeah. Personally, I love the red light district, but that's an acquired taste.
No, think about like in a professional environment.
No, in a professional environment, and also like if you're going to go to the red light district, like that's definitely like culture shock. You need to notify the people.
Yeah, you have to be into that too.
Yeah.
Like some people aren't very sexual people.
No, exactly. And then Lizzo was telling dancers to touch the nude performers, catch dildos launched from performers' vaginas, and eat a banana coming out of a woman's vagina. Now, I want to say, I have a side note only because I went to the same show that she went to.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember me telling you, but me and Paige went to the Red Light District and we saw one of these shows and we literally saw the woman who has audience members eat a banana out of her vagina. So I thought it was kind of like interesting when I saw this. Obviously.
Nom.
Yeah, right.
What?
Me, but like, you know, that's sexual harassment. So, but anyways, One dancer was verbally forced into touching a nude performer's boobs, even though she stated 3 times that she didn't want to. I remember reading, like, in, like, the lawsuit and everything, she kept telling, like, Lizzo, like, I'm good, like, as in, like, you know, like, that's, like, I'm good is, like, you know, slang for, like, I don't want to do that. Obviously, everybody knows that. And then Lizzo pressured a security team member to go on stage, where they proceeded to pull down his pants and basically, like, expose his butt. And also, apparently, this was not a one-off thing. I didn't write this down in here, too, but I did read that apparently there was another instance where she, like, brought them to another, like, nude, like, cabaret show or something in Paris without telling them ahead of time that's where they were going.
What? This is what you do with your friends, not your fucking employees. These are people that she pays.
And regardless, too, like,
What?
it's like a thing that you go to with your friends when your friends explicitly know where they are going.
And when they're super down.
Yeah.
Like, you don't go with, like, your square friends. You go with, like, Christina and me.
Exactly.
Like,
and it's like, you know, we are all, like, in agreement to go.
That is
okay,
bizarre.
and then the body shaming stuff. Lizzo and the dance captain called a meeting where they called out a dancer's weight gain by saying that she was quote unquote less committed to the role. And this was not the first time that she made a comment towards this dancer's weight. And the dancer felt that she needed to defend herself to keep her job, admitting that she was dealing with a binge eating disorder. And when Lizzo offered her time off for therapy, she felt if she accepted the offer, she would be fired, since Lizzo and the dance cast would see her as quote unquote too weak.
yeah, and she would be fired. I'm sure she would.
Yeah, I'm sure she would have been fired.
Or, like, you know, we'll use you in the future if we need you, but we replaced you already. Like,
yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, in that industry, it's cutthroat.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody was, like, very, like, everybody's pissed about all of these things, but especially the body shaming stuff, because obviously Lizzo's whole image is, like, self-love and body positivity.
So ironic.
So it's, yeah, very, very split. And then the hostile working environment. There were race claims made that apparently management treated black members of the dance team differently than other members, accusing black members of being lazy, unprofessional, and having bad attitudes. And then also Lizzo forced dancers to work under pressure and then would remind them that their jobs, quote unquote, weren't safe. Like, they didn't have it, like, locked in.
Great way to motivate people.
Yeah, right. Like, you're going to lose your job. Like, you know.
Oh, my God.
Lizzo had everybody stay longer once to re-audition for their spots, like, on the whim. This was kind of crazy. I remember reading this and I was like, what the fuck? One of the dancers said that she had to go to the bathroom during a long day, but was afraid if she left, she would be fired. So she continued until she lost control of her bladder and remained on the stage dancing in soiled clothes until they were allowed a short break. And then, sorry. Lizzo's dance captain would force religious beliefs onto dancers, preaching about Christianity and sexuality, and would also make dancers uneasy by stimulating oral sex on a banana in front of dancers and discussing masturbation. The suit doesn't say, though, if Lizzo was aware of that or not.
Right.
So we don't know. There were also people that came out after the news broke saying that they stand by the dancers, and there was one woman who apparently was shooting with Lizzo for her documentary, and she said she had to walk away from the project after 2 weeks because she was treated with such disrespect. And she said that she witnessed how arrogant and self-centered and unkind she is.
Yeah.
And then Lizzo did, a few days ago, put out a statement. And
was it in writing? I didn't see this. A video.
Yes, it was in writing. It was like a notes app apology sort of thing.
Okay.
I think she did make a video too. I saw a video going around, but I didn't watch it. But what I pulled this from was her, like, notes app apology thing. She denied all the allegations. She called them false and outrageous. And then just a quote from there. She said that these sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. And then she goes on to say how it's never her intention to make anybody feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued. And she also said that while she is open about her sexuality and expressing that, she won't let people use that openness to make her out to be something that she isn't. And she said this is something she takes, like, super seriously. And basically the verdict is very torn by the public, if, you know, because a lot of people were, you know, siding with the dancers, and then Lizzo released her statement, and a lot of people are siding with Lizzo. It's very torn. Personally, I'm not gonna lie, I'm taking the dancer side on this only because I have a small, like, 2 cents to add into this. I actually almost tweeted about the other day, but I was like, I'll save it for the show, basically. When I was dating Mr. Boy Band, he was performing in a like one of those like Jingle Ball or like summer shows or something, and Lizzo was also one of the acts that was supposed to perform that night. And I vividly remember, this was like years ago too, she canceled like an hour before she was supposed to go on stage. And I remember their manager coming into the room and like freaking out and was talking to me saying how Lizzo was like apparently acting like a fucking drama queen and was like bossing people around and like basically pissed off like all of the production crew and stuff. So like they would like make comments like throughout the night saying that she was a diva and everything. So I remember that was kind of like engraved in my head from like 2018, maybe 2019. So that's like my 2 cents. So that's why I'm like, obviously I had like a personal, like not personal, but you know, like I've heard from people in the industry and everything, and like being there, heard shit about her not being the nicest. So I don't really know.
And I told Christina, I was like, I thought of that because I remember you telling me that a while ago. And I also know like I did celebrity styling for a long time, and like everyone talks, like everyone's like, oh, never take a job if it's with this person, whatever. And Lizzo's stylist is Jason Rembert or something, but also when you're a celebrity, you do a lot of magazine covers, and you don't get to take your personal stylist on those, so you just have to like, you know, whoever the stylist is for the magazine, that's your stylist. So I knew a few people that had worked with her on like Elle and like Vogue magazines and whatever, and like we're just like interns or like wardrobe assistants, and said that like her energy was very much like diva-esque and just like, I don't know, like it's just so off-putting to hear that about celebrities at that level, because it's like, why are you acting like you already have everything? Like there's no need to like have that sense of air. Like you should just be like, so like you should just fill every room with like gratitude and just be grateful to people and kind. Like what is the need to like act like that when you're already, I mean, you should never act like that, but like at that level, like stop. Like I don't know, I get this weird like energy from her. I really always have gotten kind of this weird energy, like this not genuine energy from her. I can't put my finger on it, but like all of her speeches and just like everything, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. So this is weird to hear, and I believe it. I can see her respecting boundaries of her employees, which is so weird.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess we'll end up seeing how.
Imagine your boss being like, we're going to a strip club. You don't have a choice. Not telling you. You just show up and it's a strip club. Yeah. And then being like, touch the person's boobs.
Go eat a banana out of their fucking puss.
Your boss is watching you. Like, what a weird. And so you're going to say no, but you're like, what a weird. And some people like are not. Well, first of all, a lot of people aren't into strip clubs / just like aren't very sexual people. Like they probably felt so weird doing that. Like that makes me so uncomfortable to think about.
No, I know.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how it plays out with the lawsuit. Like I said, a lot of people were like, kind of weird that they took that interview with TMZ. There was also something, I don't want to fuck this up, but so take it with a grain of salt what I'm saying. But apparently Lizzo's lawyer who's involved in the case is like a guy that has been involved in some other celebrity like sexual assault like cases, and so people are like, by her working with this guy, it like automatically kind of proves her guilty of it, because why would she work with him specifically?
Definitely can see Lizzo being like, I don't know, like a lot of the other allegations are very specific about like race and religion, and like that's very specific, and obviously like, you know, it's kind of hearsay, like I don't know, but I definitely can see her being the type that's when she said like your job isn't secure, like you have to constantly prove yourself, like that's so like that's a terrible way to motivate any employees, especially like dancers,
because it's like you're motivating them out of fear,
and like it's so unsustainable. Like everyone always quits in those positions because you can't live like that. Like that, what that does to your mental health, like having a boss that talks to you like that. I could so see her being like that though. Like just being like having this hell rehearsals. Like I can't imagine. It's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. So I guess we'll just have to kind of see how it plays out. One other 2 cents for G&T, because it was announced yesterday and like need to bring it up on here, is Cody Ko and his wife, Kelsey Kreppel. I believe that's her last name, Kreppel. They announced their pregnancy. She's pregnant with a baby boy, and I am so like one of, I don't think I've ever said this on the show, but I'm one of like the biggest Cody Ko fans. Yeah. I fucking love him. I've been watching him for years. And then yesterday I opened up Instagram and it was the first thing that came up, and I literally gasped.
I know, I gasped.
So happy and excited for them.
They're so cute.
They are so cute.
I
They
really
are a
love them
wonderful couple.
because they're so funny. And then like, I love when he has the moments where he's like serious when it comes to that. Like, it's just so special. And I think it shows so many guys that like, no matter how goofy and fun, like there's no shame in just like, I don't know, having a romantic moment with your partner. Like what he posted about their wedding.
Yeah.
I just like, I don't know, seeing such a goofy guy get like that is like really special. I love them.
No, it is so fucking sweet. So yeah, oh my God, like congrats to them. I am so fucking excited for them. And yeah, that's basically it for G&T.
G&T.
Yay. All right, get your mojo back. Come on, baby. Let's get your mojo
Who doesn't
back.
need this episode? I
No,
feel like everyone,
literally.
no matter what vibe you're on right now, you need this episode.
So getting your mojo back, we're talking about it today. We're talking about, bouncing back after being in a rut with yourself.
After being in a narcissistic relationship.
Yes, there's 1,000 reasons why you could be in a rut. I obviously
That's literally what she wrote down.
No, word for word, I said that literally like last week, obviously we did a whole episode about narcissists and narcissistic relationships and toxic relationships and stuff. And, I realized when I broke out of that relationship, which was very recently, that I have been in this like rut for the past 6 months because I was in that relationship, and like naturally it was just like draining me of my energy, my confidence, my mojo.
Yeah.
And it just like sucked because then we broke up and I was like, oh my God, I need to get back to me.
Yeah.
Like, so this was kind of like the perfect episode to do. Lily was also
Unemployed for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but like kind of. So.
I'm like, yeah, Lily was like in a rut.
I had $4 for like 2 years and like one friend. So we're back, baby. We're back,
baby. Yeah. Also, I did want to make it a point to say, because when I was writing some of these things down, I was like, why do I feel like I've said these on Jenna Toxic before?
Oh, we did some episode.
Yeah. So we did very similar episode to this one. If you guys like this and you want to learn more about like, getting out of that rut and just feeling good in yourself, we did an episode called Healthy Girl Habits. Mm-hmm. And it's basically so like ironic. Becoming the it girl mentally and physically.
I'm literally the opposite. I'm trying. I'm getting better.
My cholesterol levels are very high.
Not bad.
According to my blood work from 2 weeks ago. He said you need to work out more and eat a little less Trader Joe's frozen meals.
I had Taco Bell last night, so.
We had pasta and burrata today.
Oh my God.
And I think I ate potato chips. I had girl dinner last night. I had potato chips. I had Takis. I had a few things of chips and salsa and then some Thin Mint cookies.
Perf. No, literally me. I had like Starbucks breakfast this morning. Disgusting. That's always gross.
He's like, yeah, like eat healthy. Your cholesterol is high. Okay, sounds good.
Takis for dinner.
Eat some Takis. I sent Lily a photo of one of the Takis. It was like covered in like the spicy dust. Like, oh, this is about to go crazy.
Yeah, I was like, thank you for sharing.
It was at the bottom of the bag.
That's what I woke up to this morning. It was the first text I saw.
I was like, that was insane. Like, so stupid.
Such a Christina text.
Imagine
Workbay's like, I'm gonna go through her phone. I'm gonna find something. He clicks on her text.
And I'm like, this doggy's about to go crazy.
He's like, okay, never mind, we're good. I just like cried laughing to myself thinking about
it. And then you text me and you're like, I want to shove an Erewhon smoothie up my asshole. Like,
guys, I've never had Erewhon. I'm literally crying right now. I don't know why. I've never had Erewhon. And every time I see one of those stupid $25 smoothies,
I want it up my hole.
And my gaping hole. Like, I need it.
Yeah, like literally, Lily sends me a photo at the Subway today. I send her back a photo of me in the cheese section.
Our texts are we never stop texting either. Never, ever, ever.
Also, I text Lily, I go, do you want pasta or mac and cheese? I'm going to make some. I'm in between pasta with red sauce or Kraft mac and cheese. She goes, I'm leaving in a few. I go, great. Now, do you want pasta or mac and cheese?
And I was like, oh, I just missed all of those. I don't know why this is funny, but it's funny.
He's so fucking
I'm just like
stupid.
The thought of a boy being like, oh, I know. I'll just go through like their messages and I'll find something.
Yeah, and then they just like see like this like stupid ass shit. I'm gonna just eat a whole bag of Takis from start to finish on the show.
Yeah, you should.
Like, just open the brand new bag at the beginning of the show, and the show ends with me, like, emptying the powder into my mouth.
I'm like,
yeah. I knew you were going to say that. Takis!
I can't help it.
Okay. Getting out of the rut! Enough! off. I'm in a silly, goofy mood
it's like
tonight.
the good old days right now.
I know. Why
Some
am I
old G&T energy right now.
It's this Coca-Cola.
I'm like, ah!
I'm drinking a Coca-Cola
Holy.
today. It's different.
It's so crazy.
I'm going crazy.
You did not just say it's the Coca-Cola.
You see, I saw this TikTok today, and it was this girl, and she was like, I don't drink coffee often not because I don't like coffee, because my husband has to deal with me for 3 hours. It was like the most like millennial thing ever.
I just get a little crazy.
Yeah. The meme I sent you the other day where the girl has the peas on her head and they're like, she's so crazy. Can't take her anywhere.
Oh my god. This shit's so funny.
Okay, this is a silly, goofy episode. Getting out of a rut. I'm not going to say that for like a fucking third or fourth time.
No,
Let's get
actually,
into
I'm
it.
getting angry.
Take care of yourself physically.
Don't have Taco Bell every day.
Don't do it. Don't be like me and get high cholesterol levels at 24.
So
I forgot that I was 24 the other day. Somebody asked me how old I was, and I was like,
Great question. Oh my god.
wonderful question. I
don't want to see
24?
my birthday's in like 2 weeks, you guys. I don't want to see the number 24 anywhere.
We're so dramatic. It's like not even
Can
old.
we tell everyone it's my 21st birthday? I'm begging you. Everywhere
Free
we
shots
go.
all night.
I need it.
We'll get you a sash.
I want a tiara. I tried to buy a joint the other day, and the guy laughs in my face and goes, "What are you, 16?" I go, "You know what's really funny is I'm actually turning 24 in 2 weeks." And I had this guy dying. It was, oh my god, it was so funny.
Oh,
he goes, "What
God.
are you, 16? Are you fucking serious?" I was so mad. I was like, I have makeup. I look good right now.
You with like your fucking bows in your hair that you like to wear. You have a bow on your fucking Bottega bag right now.
Whatever.
I'm 23, sir. Like, okay, Lily. No, it's fine. I get called 16 all the time too.
Yeah, I'm like, I thought we had that in common.
Yeah, I would rather, but like you walk around with pigtails and bows, and
I do.
You're a cutesy little ginger, so like
Lollipop.
Strawberry shortcake is going in to buy a joint.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm like getting in trouble at school right now. I can't stop giggling.
I know. Okay, take care of yourself physically. When you're in a physical rut, you might not like signs of like a physical rut is, you know, that you're not really keeping up with your skincare, you're not washing your hair as often as you should, like you're not properly getting ready for the day, you're not eating right, you're sleeping long
too
hours,
much, sleeping too little.
Yeah, like all of the above. And, you know, you might just not be feeling confident and sexy in yourself physically. And everything is a chain reaction with ruts. If you're not like feeling good on the exterior, you're probably gonna like, you know, if you put on an outfit that you're just not confident in, you're gonna feel like super insecure and weird. And like if you're just not feeling yourself on the outside, how are you, you know, you're not gonna be feeling yourself on the inside. And then vice versa too. If you're like, you know, your mental health isn't doing that good, you're physically, it's gonna like show. Everything's, you know, intertwined. But you know, easy first steps to that. Put on a nice outfit, you know, to start breaking out of that physical rut, start getting into your mental, you know, take extra time on your skincare, take long showers, do your hair or your makeup. If you're feeling bold, do both of them.
Oh my god, the next one's cute. Wait.
What?
No,
The pajamas one?
Yeah, this is bad. Like, I need to really be better about this. Like, I'll sit the whole day in my pajama. Like, if it's I like work from home, so like I'll sit the whole day in my pajamas. And like some days I don't even leave the house. Like, it's really bad. But like, even if I do, I'll just put on like whatever. Like, I think getting up, even if you work from home, because I know a lot of people do, or like even if you just have college or like class, like whatever. Putting on just like a workout set or just something that makes you feel like it doesn't have to be like a fit. Like you don't have to look like fire, but like, you know, just putting on like anything and like minimal makeup. Like, because technically I don't have to touch my hair and makeup any day unless I have a call or something. But like just putting on a little makeup.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like on here, I wrote down like, you know, instead of wearing pajamas, but like if you're just chilling at the house or you got to run errands or something and you still want like that pajama-like feel, cute, cohesive like lounge sets, you know, like a matching like hoodie and sweatpants.
It could even be pajamas,
like,
just not what you slept in that night. Like,
just not what you slept in, and not like the baggy t-shirt that you got from like your middle school field trip and like the Brandy Melville shorts.
Stop coming for me right now. I feel the middle school t-shirt with the Brandy shorts is a personal attack, and I don't appreciate it.
The middle school field trip t-shirt that has everybody's handprint on it. And like a bunch of signatures done in like pink
Not you
Sharpie.
FaceTiming me earlier, and I was wearing an XL t-shirt from high school and Brandy shorts at my desk.
That's like literally what I wear too. But yeah, like I remember one time I saw this girl on TikTok say one of the easiest things you could do as like a girly or whoever to feel like better about yourself is get out of your pajamas and put on a maxi dress. Like that, like Skims maxi dress, like an easy, like just slip it on, so comfortable, you feel more put together.
Yeah.
Like it's like so easy. That's obviously like, you know, lounge set, maxi dress, whatever. But yeah, it doesn't have to be a fit, just not the pajamas like Lily said that you wore the night before.
Yeah. And I got up like a little early this morning before work, and I put on mascara and like I did my skincare, which I usually just leave it at that, but then I put on like mascara and filled in my brows, and I was like,
that's exactly what I do every day.
Yeah. Like I felt good.
And you just feel like way better about yourself. And then also physical activity. Going to the gym, going to a workout class, going on a walk, or just dancing around in your bedroom, like, you know, just dancing around in your room, get some physical activity.
I'm really bad
hot girl walk
with the gym. Like I'm really bad with gym because when I'm in it, I'm in it. Like I used to be an athlete. Like I'm very naturally like just great at the gym. I can become like in great shape very quickly. But oh my God, the mental block I have with just getting into it.
Yeah.
Once I'm into it. Like it's part of my routine, like whatever. It's bad. Like I'm sitting here like for the past year, like I haven't done shit exercise wise.
It's like, getting into the gym is like, that's like a bold thing. Obviously, when people are just like, you know, get out of RUT, go to the gym. Because also the gym is a very intimidating thing. But
or whatever,
it's more so about do some type of physical activity. That's why I say like go on a walk. Like whenever like I'm like in a rut and I need to start breaking out of it, I try to go on daily walks. Like even if it's just like a little 30-minute walk like around the neighborhood or something. Like
you live in the best neighborhood for that.
On a walk. Yeah,
Truly.
I do live in a good neighborhood for that. But even in general,
anywhere
like
you
in
live.
the suburbs.
I'm just saying you live in the best neighborhood for that.
I do. It's also the worst neighborhood at the same time, only because I get sucked into like stores.
Oh,
and, like,
that's so true.
You know,
you should just walk along the water.
Yeah.
Only. Because I would be the same fucking way.
But even walking along the water, I eventually hit Trader Joe's.
Yeah. I know, it's so bad.
And then I want to go in Trader Joe's and I want to go crazy in Trader Joe's.
My hot girl walks always end in, I live in a neighborhood with like all these vintage stores. I always end up like being like, oh, I need a little trinket.
Yeah. But you know what too, I will say, going on those walks and stopping in little stores,
window shopping
and stuff, it's stimulating for the brain. It's fun.
It's nice.
Next up, change up your physical space. Okay,
this is huge. This was my weekend.
Yes. No, literally change up your physical space. It doesn't have to be anything super drastic, but like something as simple as like clearing up your space, getting clutter out of the way, moving furniture around, you know, like it could just allow for, you know, fresh space, fresh start.
A deep clean.
And yeah, like I said at like the beginning of this, one of the things that I didn't, actually a girl DM'd me about this and I thought it was pretty interesting, was some girl was like, yeah, like you were talking about like, you know, how, you know, with the narcissistic ex, he kind of like took over your space and stuff. And she was like, how did you clear your space and make it feel like home again and comfortable for you after he left? And like I said, simple things to get me out of that rut and get the space cleared was that I got all new bedding. I was like, I'm going to treat myself to all new bedding because I slept in this bed a lot of nights with this fucking guy. And so I was like, I'm going to get all new bedding, and I got all new bedding and it made me feel so good. And then like, you know, just, you know, I started to get like some little decor things and this and that. And yeah, like you were saying, like just clean. I cannot work properly if I'm in a cluttered space. So if I'm like trying to like work throughout the day and I'm sitting at my kitchen table, but there's like shit just like all over my living room, I gotta clean it up.
Dude, I know.
I gotta clean it up.
I know. I'm so bad for that. I will say, like, I kind of had like a little bit of a breakthrough this weekend with Work Bay because, like I said, we were going to the storage unit. I was getting some old furniture from him, and I've been like redoing my apartment since I started my new job because I have been living in New York for like 6 years, and I've learned this. I don't know why this is like a thing for me. 99% of people, they move into an apartment or their house or whatever, first thought is like, okay, I'm gonna buy furniture now and like take care of my environment and like make a nice space for myself. But for me, I don't know why. I was probably young and like didn't really care. Like I kind of had like a college mentality when it came to my apartment.
You're like, oh, I'm only gonna be here for a year,
yes,
so like I don't need to like dress it up.
Always. And I always had a lot of issues in my apartments, to be fair, with like roommates, or I lived with my ex and like I knew I had to get out of there. Like I always had like a weird living situation, to be fair. But even then, like I have never taken care of my space, and I think that is a very big sign of like where my mental health has been the past few years. Like I have not been necessarily like, I grew up in a very like clean house. My mom is OCD, so I'm a very clean person. Like I love to deep clean. Cleaning my bathroom is my favorite thing to do. Like that is who I am to my core. But I think because of like my mental health and whatever, I have not taken care of my spaces in the past few years. Like I've been very guilty of that. And when Work Bay came in my life and came into my apartment, like it wasn't like dirty or anything, but it just like wasn't set up. Like we just don't have like the basic necessities. Like we have literally like just enough stuff. He was just like, no. And he's now like on a mission to like, he spent the whole weekend hanging up all this stuff for me and like whatever. And it was so nice. But like, I'm now like, today was my first day working in a bedroom that was like set up, actually set clean up, and organized. And I was like, oh, this is why people are happier than me. Like, I get it. Like, you have to like create almost like a sanctuary for yourself. And like, you don't need to have a nice apartment to do it. Like, you don't need Christina's apartment to do it.
I tell people that whenever I like am showing them my apartment, and especially my living room, I go, this is my sanctuary. No, it is. Use that. Because like, I am very proud with the way I've like set up my living room, and it's still not done. I'm still working on like artwork and stuff. But also like, that was one thing that was so frustrating for me living with a roommate, because like I love Paige and whatnot, but like,
oh my God,
4 years we were in
Hudson Yards. You could love your roommate so much, it doesn't matter. Having a roommate is having a roommate.
Yeah, well, like 4 years living in Hudson Yards, we didn't have the greatest living room there, and I also love to entertain, and I want like a very cozy living space and like everything. So that's why I was so excited to get my own place, because I was like, I'm going to make this place feel so homey and so cozy and so me. And my mental health has skyrocketed just having like another room. I think that was another thing, like, this is actually rooms. This is a very exactly. This is a very good tip actually that I didn't write down on here. If you are doing everything from your bedroom, try and get out and like work either in a different room in your like home, or go to like a coffee shop, or you know, like a workspace or something. I found that my mental health would get like, literally.
No, you guys, I'm in this right now.
I fully believe, and I believed this in my old apartment too, but I wasn't able to fully take advantage of it on most days. You should not work where you sleep. No. You absolutely should not work where you sleep. Like, obviously,
at least most of the time. Like,
at least most of the time. Yeah, obviously, sometimes you're working from bed, whatever. But if you have the opportunity to get out of your bedroom into another room, you know, in, you know, your apartment building, in your neighborhood, in your, like, anywhere, get out, work there, and then come into the bedroom. When I tell you I wake up in the morning and like usually like I make my bed, whatever, and then this room is like pretty much off limits unless I'm like getting changed or something. In here I'm always in the living room literally until the second I go to bed now.
So nice.
Like, it's just, try not to work where you sleep. It will kind of fuck with your head and blur lines. Even like, it's a subconscious thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird.
For me, like, especially with my space, I've always had this like mental block where I'm like, oh, I don't have any money, so like I can't afford this. But then I'm like, no, I'm spending money on like other things that like I've spent, you know, the last few years I've spent a lot of money on like traveling and experiences and like other things. Like, I need to now prioritize.
Yeah, which is fine, but you just
which
like,
is fine,
you know,
but now that I'm getting older, I'm like,
you need to prioritize your space.
A nice space.
Yeah.
Like,
and there are things in your space, there are things that I think are worth splurging on, and then there are things that are worth like saving on. Like, I think a couch is a splurge for me personally. I think splurge on a couch. Rugs, do not splurge. Rugs get messed up and whatever. You could find great kitchen tables, coffee tables, all of that stuff on, you know, Marketplace, and like you could get really great ones for a pretty decent price. Like,
no, I don't even need like anything bougie. I just need like the basics right now just to like get me going. And then I think like get all your basics and then be like I did buy myself a really nice desk because I was like, I need a really nice desk. Like, I'm working from home all the time. Like, I picked my splurges and like whatever. But yeah, you can find like great little deal. Like, Facebook Marketplace is the best.
Yeah, no. And also, I have never bought from this place before, but I've heard so many people talk about how great it is. apartment deco or apt deco. It's the abbreviation for apartment deco. Yes, I've heard so many people get like resale like furniture from there and stuff for like really great prices. And apparently there's also Wayfair has wonderful shit for pretty cheap too. Yeah, you just got to do like a little bit of digging and like whatever. So yeah, and Target. When I tell you Target is up their fucking furniture game. I should look
there for my dresser because I'm ordering.
My entire kitchen set is from Target.
Slay.
Like, and my rug.
I've been looking on like Amazon and Wayfair, and I'm like, I feel like I'm missing something.
Look, I'm telling you, look on Target, and they always have deals going on.
Slay.
So anyways, that's everything about changing up your physical space. Getting your motivation back. Not your mojo, but getting your motivation back, because you know this is obviously a given. If you're in a rut, you probably don't have much motivation. You need to get your motivation back.
Also working on this.
Yes. So I'm even working on this right now too. Today I actually had a very productive day. Yeah.
I'm feeling good.
I am too. Today I'm feeling really good. I got a lot of
the
shit
last
done.
like few days.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like we're kind of, the energy is shifting a little bit with like all my friends. Like we're all just
It's the Lions.
It's the Lion. It's Leo season.
Leo season.
No, it really is. It's my birthday. That's why you're all happy.
Right. Everyone's happy because Lily's birthday's coming up.
Counting down.
We're counting down. But yeah, baby steps to getting your motivation back. Find something new to pursue and work on that you could be passionate about. This doesn't necessarily have to be a work thing, because I know some people are like, how am I, like, you can't just like switch jobs easily or switch a project easily. This is even like, get passionate about like a hobby or, you know, or just like something fun that you like to do. I, for whatever reason, something that kept me motivated and happy was when I had my fucking concussion. I couldn't do shit. I was making so many friendship bracelets, and that was like my little hobby. And I was like, hell yeah.
Oh my God,
like,
hobbies.
I love this.
Hobbies are literally, I think they have kept me afloat my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, I just have so many weird little hobbies that I swear, even in my like even in my most like depressed states, I've like kind of clung on to them. They've like, it's been great.
Yeah, Lily's most recent hobby is Animal Crossing Treasure Islands. She's gotten me into it too.
Those aren't the ones like, I had in. I'm like guitar and like, but you're like Animal Crossing. No,
Lily's
honestly,
most recent fixation is her Animal Crossing island.
Oh my God, Nintendo Switch in general. I'm nerding
You guys
out.
could go follow us on Twitch. We do have the name Gin Toxic Podcast on Twitch.
We did.
I swear to God, we should really figure out how to stream Animal Crossing.
Dude, I'm so down. You don't understand.
DM us and let us know if you guys want to see us do an Animal Crossing live stream. Like that would be.
We have like 20 viewers. I'd be lit. I'd be so happy.
I'd be lit. It'd be so much fun. Anyways, though, but Lily fixates on that.
Sorry.
Reward yourself for doing small wins in your work life and your regular life. Yeah. Obviously, rewarding yourself. And like rewarding yourself could literally be like just the satisfaction of crossing something off on your list and just being like, hell yeah. Or it could literally be something physical. You could buy something that you've always wanted. You could get yourself a little cookie.
I'm like alcohol, smoke a joint. Right. You're like, I'm like, yeah, no, like,
go eat a chocolate chip cookie. Mm-hmm. Get a pack of Chips Ahoy cookies, and every time you get a win through the workday, you eat a fucking Chips Ahoy cookie.
Right. You know what I had yesterday? A cosmic brownie.
Oh my God!
And let me
I could taste that shit.
I'm gonna tell you right now that it slapped.
I can taste it like in my. The texture is in my mouth as we speak.
There's a band from my hometown. I don't know why it is. Their name was Cosmic Brownie. That is some hometown shit.
That is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Cosmic Brownie.
Yeah.
That'd be lit.
If Cosmic Brownie name.
If Cosmic Brownie was fucking performing at Baby's Alright, I'm there. I'm there.
Baby's Alright. I wonder if they're still together.
Cosmic Brownie, if you're listening to this.
Tears.
You guys could open up for the G&T live show.
No, exactly.
Anyways, what I was just saying before, for like one of the wins, if you want to feel like you accomplished something, like literally crossing it off. This is how like I get the sense of accomplishment and motivation is I like to physically write down my goals and physically like cross them off as I'm going along the workday. I actually think that's why it feels so good today, because I got a new like binder with like, I got one of those like Muji binders with like the paper that you could like build your own binder thing.
Oh, and I wrote down fucking hot.
It is. And it was like $10.
Muji is my
Muji is
shit.
Oh my God. Everything's so cheap.
And I'm a to-do list
things
slut.
to keep you like, yeah.
Like, I got my little Rare Beauty notebook every day. I'm like,
yeah, no, it's just the satisfaction of like the
Done.
feeling of just like fully crossing off
Done.
the task. Like that's why I felt like so motivating today, because I haven't done that in a few weeks.
What is on your to-do list, Christina? And I'm not.
Nails,
you do a
hair.
lot.
And I'm like, kidding. No, it's not.
You do a lot. What's on your to-do list? Is it
Well-
like text Lily 70 times,
Right.
then clean my mansion apartment, then go to my luxury gym, then sit by the pool, then text the jeans to come take me down?
No.
Yeah,
Maybe. Maybe in the
Yeah.
mix. No, but like today it was I wanted to fix our Planoly Reels schedule. So I fixed that and I scheduled everything.
Don't you guys
added
want? I want to
captions,
know. I
all
know
that.
you want to know. Like, what is on Christina's to-do list? Like,
Yeah, okay. So today it was fix the Reels and TikToks. It was to solidify my life coach like program, like
True.
make sure
Never
like
forget.
figure out like all the like nooks and crannies. Plan this episode.
that is her job.
Plan our next episode, which we're doing an episode with my psychic this week, guys. Very cool.
I've never had a psychic reading.
Yeah, so and you're gonna get one.
Oh my
We're
god,
pumped.
everyone's gonna hear it.
Yeah,
Imagine it's like you're getting dumped again.
She's like, you've really been through the trenches.
Yeah.
Like, what else was on the schedule today? I had a lot of things on the schedule. Oh, but well, this is like not like a thing, but like book my LA flight.
Cut it out.
Cut it
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Can't say that. What else was there? I don't know. I got a lot of shit done today. I can't even think about what was on the to-do list though. It's in the kitchen. I'm not getting up to get it.
No, that was a decent amount. Like that stuff takes a long time, y'all.
Yeah, I mean the reels took me a while planning these episodes. I like, Lily knows.
Honestly, my job's not much better. Like my job today was like plan all TikToks.
Yeah.
Like Zoom
I
call
have
with models.
one of the
Like, it's really not that serious.
One of the things that I really want to start at least working on this week, I don't know if I'm going to have it completed by this week, probably not, is build out the Gin and Toxic website.
Period.
Yeah. So right now, if you guys go to gintoxicpodcast.com, it'll just redirect you to our YouTube channel. But I want to fully build out the website so that way it's like there's the birth control alarm. We
Classic.
love it.
That's been happening for a good year and a half now.
I know it has. I feel like it hasn't happened in the past few episodes though.
I'm usually not here this late.
Yeah,
That's
that's true. Or we record after 9 p.m. Last week, we fucking were recording, I think, right around 9. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyways, what the fuck was I just talking about?
Oh, tits.
Oh, the Gin and Toxic website. Anyways, I want to build it. I want it to be like a one-stop shop
Everything's there.
for Gin and Toxic things. Like people could go. It has our one
Stream
sheet.
it.
It has this.
My
yeah.
OnlyFans. Everything
Right.
is there.
Like it's there. Like it's like I also want to kind of create on it so there's like incentive for people to go to it. I want to create like a blog like corner. So like me and you could log into the website and we could post like a little like as if it was like Twitter or X or whatever. Be like, hey guys, how you doing?
X.
Like, like whatever. It'd be cool. Anyways.
X. We haven't talked about that.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. Twitter is now X.
Mourning. I am a Twitter girl, and I've been a Twitter girl since 2009.
Oh my god, me too.
Like,
Me too.
what do you mean it's X now? No, it's not.
Elon's killing it. But also at the same time, I think Twitter is one of those things that's so established and like people are already kind of like getting over the like name change. And so far the platform itself
same.
hasn't really had any crazy changes except for like obviously the verification shit, but Instagram did that too. So
too far. I hope it doesn't ruin it because I need a platform where I can just like have a thought and share it.
Yeah.
And like not a lot of people.
Did you ever sign up for Threads yet?
No, I'm not doing that. Nobody's using it. It's stupid.
No, it like kind of went in and out. I haven't been using
it went
as
in and
much
out
recently, but whatever.
For sure.
Anyways,
I'm
continuing.
Sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry.
We're getting off topic. This is a rough episode. We're getting off topic a lot. But last thing under getting your motivation back is kicking perfectionism to the curb.
Yeah.
This is my Lily knows. Perfectionism is one of my fatal fucking flaws.
I think you rubbed off on me.
That's a terrible thing.
No, it's terrible, and I'm done because I want to start posting on TikTok, and I've put so much effort the last week. I've made these like day in the life ones. They're all fine, and I'm like, I'm not posting that. It's stupid.
Yeah.
No, post it. It's fine. Like, who cares?
I recorded a video the other day that I wanted to post on Reels about, how I say like the whole thing of you don't have to like the first guy that's nice to you.
Yeah.
I recorded like a little minute-long video talking
like Serena
about
Kerrigan's
it.
type of like just
like
blurting it.
just kind of like talking about it, and then I rewatched it, and it's perfectly fine.
Oh my God, please send it to me, because I bet you it's totally fine.
I don't know. I can't bring myself up.
So annoying.
Anyways,
that's not your normal content too. That's why.
Yeah, but I want it to be.
And
my
you know
normal
what?
content.
It might flop the first time because people aren't used to you posting that. But you just have to start doing it.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah, that is the
Kick
point.
perfectionism to the curb.
Isn't that the
because
point?
it is so hard to break out of it because, like, there comes a point where it's better to just have something done than to not do it at all or to not post anything.
Like, yeah, you want it to be good, but it's like people who make music and they're like, but they refuse to share it. Like, I have friends like that where I'm like, just put your music out. It probably does suck. Yeah, but like you gotta put it out.
Get something.
How are you gonna get better?
Like literally, I have talked about this multiple. I like go through like a roller coaster with my perfectionism, and it's been happening especially since 2020. Like it was one of the very first things me and my life coach worked on, and it's been happening again like recently where I'm like trying to kick the habit, and she's like keeps telling me, she's like, you just have to post something.
Yeah.
Does not matter if it's shitty. You'll get the constructive criticism you need, and then you carry on and you just keep doing it. It's better than putting out
But even
nothing.
the best creators, like not every single thing they post is good. They just post a lot. They just post a lot. They keep you entertained.
Yeah, well, that's the point. Like a lot of TikTokers blew up because they just be like saying shit.
Yeah.
And posting it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like,
even Instagram now, like I need to be more casual about it.
Yeah. So like
I need to post.
Published
Oh
content.
my God.
Published but imperfect content is better than no content.
Yeah.
And that goes for,
Especially
just in general
now.
with like doing things. It's not, obviously we're talking about it in the terms of content books for content creators.
Yeah, sorry.
But obviously it's just like in terms of anything, if you've been meaning to get something done, maybe around your house or, just something, done for yourself, whatever, but you just keep putting it off in the fear that it's not going to be exactly how you want it. Just do it.
It's probably
and you
not,
could always
mama.
Go, it's
Like,
probably
you can
not gonna be
redo
perfect
it.
the first time.
Yeah.
And then you could go back and you could perfect it.
Yeah.
Like, so kick the perfectionism to the curb. And then change up your routine of your everyday life or get a routine.
Oh my God, please, God.
This
someone
really
get me a
depends.
routine.
Yeah, well, this depends. If you're, it depends on what kind of rut you're in. Like, is your life too calculated and too routine?
Okay, no,
and that's what's driving you crazy.
Dude, I hate
Yeah,
people
and
like
that's
that.
a lot of people fall into a rut because they're just repeating the same thing over and over again. So like if you need to change up your routine, try talking to new people, get a new hobby, go somewhere new. The new place that you're going doesn't have to be like a different state or this extravagant trip. Go to a new park that you've never been to, like in your neighborhood, like things like that. But then there's also the other side of the rut, which a lot of people struggle with, the people that need to get a routine because their life is too chaotic.
Yeah, if I don't have structure, like that's why I actually like wanted a 9-to-5 job. I was
Yeah.
like, one
say,
day I'll be
like-
my own boss, but I am not self-disciplined enough for that.
Yeah,
yet.
no, I think that's actually a big reason why I struggle with the perfectionism thing is because I do work for myself and I don't have a 9-to-5 that forces me to just submit shit.
Yeah.
So that I think plays a really big role into my perfectionism because I have like too much leeway.
Yeah.
So then I end up getting in my own
Oh,
head.
I prefer when they just ask me to do something and I do it. Like, because a lot of my job is like I have to come up with stuff and be creative, and I'm like,
I want to do it.
please just tell me what to do.
So if you need to get a routine, if you're in this rut and you need to get a routine, start with like something as simple as like
Girl, get a
Get
planner.
a planner.
Get a planner.
That's
get
a great
Canva
one. I didn't write that on
account,
here.
mama.
Yeah, like get a fucking planner, start writing things down. I put on here, start with like just doing like a routine during the nighttime, like after the work day. Have a very set routine that like you are definitely putting an hour aside every single night and doing the skincare and taking your shower, reading, or get a consistent morning routine, like wake up, book an early, the best way to start a habit in the morning. I really believe in like early like classes, gym, yoga class, or like having an obligation in the morning. Become a dog walker. Become a dog walker every morning.
I've been saying I want to become a dog walker just like once or twice a week for like grocery money for like a year.
No, literally.
I haven't done it.
But still, like things like that, make your favorite coffee in the morning and actually take the time to like enjoy it,
Can you imagine?
Like start, before you
Uber
go
Eats
into
every
like
morning.
routine in your like everyday life, start with just like a morning routine
simple
or a
thing.
night routine, something to take care of yourself before you're taking care about, all the other stuff.
I need this dude. I'm about to have a great day tomorrow. I need this
Me
episode.
too.
I'm feeling
I'm like
it.
spilling about like my perfectionist
Feeling
shit.
it.
I have life coaching tomorrow morning. I'm gonna go to her and be like,
I'm
I don't
good.
need you.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Andrea literally has saved my life. Anyways,
It's kind of funny. I'm actually, for once in my life, feel like I'm going to have a good, for once in my life. But I am like, it sounds so bad, but I'm like kind of getting into a routine this week. I'm feeling really good. And then I'm actually going out of town next week. And I know that's going to like
oh
throw
my
me.
God, no, I know. I
You know, like
when that happens.
when you go out of town, that always is what like
Yeah.
fucking, but it's going to, I actually think it's going to be the type of trip where it's not like a wellness trip. But I'm going to feel so good after
I
it.
think also that like you're gonna meet like some specific people and they
Fuel my fire.
you're gonna feel really good.
Yeah.
I can promise you that.
Yeah,
So
for
yeah.
sure.
But anyways, once you master getting yourself out of like the general rut, then you can start focus on getting the mojo back. Because like a lot of people associate the mojo with like feeling really confident, sexy, and just like good in yourself. Or,
Yeah.
So
You got to get rid of the big sad first.
yeah, get rid of it.
I
Throw
just
the baggage out the
accomplished
door.
that literally like a week ago, and
Yeah.
now I'm like, okay, time to get
Now
the
it's
mojo
like
back.
really get it back. So there's the mental mojo and the physical mojo. So with the mental mojo, focus on people who bring you positivity, excitement.
God.
You can't get your mojo back if you're surrounded by negative,
Girl,
cranky people.
Get that circle fucking small.
Yeah,
Like-
get that circle in check.
I have just been like, cut you off, like I can't.
Yeah.
I got
This
no energy.
is a big one. Practice positive self-talk. You want to be talking good about yourself, that you're doing good things.
I'm ugly.
All of that stuff. Not what Lily's doing right now. Don't do that. She was just saying that because she was trying to show you guys an example of what not to do.
Exactly.
And then set
I go,
goals.
no, not me. I'm ugly. Just kidding.
I'm like, Lily, we have a show we're trying to do. Set goals, big or small, and reward yourself once you hit them. We literally just said that before, but this is like, more so, your bigger accomplishments I get, even if they're small, if that makes sense. But anyways, even better, keep a list of your accomplishments. You really want to feel good about yourself. Write down the things that you accomplished and look back at it. I remember
That's
I
why
used to
journaling is so good.
and that's why planners are so good. Especially I used to have, I'm really sad they discontinued it. The Boss Babe 90-day planner used to be my favorite planner of all time. Before they discontinued it, I bought a year's worth. Like I bought 4 of them because they're 90-day planners. And I used them up because the year went by and now they're not anymore. But the one thing I loved about that planner was they would have you at the beginning of the 90 days and at the beginning of each of the 30 days, like each of the month, you would write down like the big goals that you wanted to accomplish in the 90 days or in the 30 days. And then when you would go to the next month, it would prompt you and be like, which one of the goals from last month did you accomplish? And then you were able to write down like, wow, I actually got this done and I got this done that I wanted to. And it was like a really good, like, motivator. So writing it down. Now your physical mojo. Dress nicely even when you're going to go do like a mundane task. This doesn't mean like dress up to the gods, but like just
Put yourself
together.
Dude,
Yeah.
I just recently got rid of like those, like, not all of them, but those high school t-shirts and the sweats you've had for like 8 years. Like, I know some of them are
stupid
so
shit that like you can maybe like lounge in the house around on like a Sunday, but like as
you
for
don't
like going
need like
out,
multiples of that though. Like
No.
have your one special t-shirt and your one special pair of sweats, but like, come on, grow up and go buy yourself a new tracksuit.
yeah,
you know what
go
I mean? Like,
get a
come
nice
on.
matching tracksuit.
Yeah, like it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but like it does make you feel so much better to like be put together.
Yeah, exactly. One of the easiest things that's kind of like a little styling tip is to, have you heard of the sandwiching your outfits? I do this all the time where like if you're going to wear white on your top, wear white in your shoes. So if you're going to wear like a pair of white sneakers, wear a white tank top, and then the in-between could be like whatever color you want. Like it will always make you look put together. If you're wearing a black shirt, wear black shoes.
Yeah.
You will look put together even with zero effort. Little tip, because I'm such a fashionista.
Yeah. You could literally wear a white tank and denim shorts and just
and look
feel
great
put together. Yeah, it's just like, don't wear like the raggedy old shit.
Yeah.
That's what
No,
I
100%. Also, wear, this one is like, you know, a little bit of a spicy one, but wear lingerie. In general, wear lingerie. Also, I wrote down on here, take sexy pictures, but for yourself. Sometimes if I'm trying to get like back into like my sexy vibes, I'll put on like, even if I put on like a cute pair of underwear and I'm in the mirror and I'm like, ooh,
Girl,
like I look
the
sexy.
Leo in me does this all the time.
Yeah.
Like literally my boyfriend will look at my camera roll and be like, who the fuck did you send these to? And I'm like,
Yeah, you're like, no one.
babe, I've been staring at those for a week.
Yeah,
Like, who do you mean?
100%. Oh my God, I do that all the time. If I'm like walking around, like if I'm even getting dressed and like I'm in a cute pair of panties or something, I'll be like, oh my God, and like a little picture of myself, you know, makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Dancing to sexy music alone. You ever put on like a song that just makes you feel like, ooh, like.
Oh, I have a concert nightly in my
Yeah,
apartment.
no, like literally just like dance around in your underwear, feel good about yourself. Practice your flirting. This is like obviously for those of you that are like single girlies, like if you really want to get back into the mojo, practice
Single
flirting.
flirt.
Well,
No, I'm kidding.
if you're taken, here's the thing. I still believe that if you're taken and if you're in a long-term relationship, you should 100% still be flirting with your partner.
Oh, absolutely.
So if you want to get back to your mojo, start flirting with your
it's
partner.
like the makeout. It's like the makeout theory.
Yes.
I brought that up again the other day to work.
Me
too. We kept making out. Oh yeah, and you. Yes. And
I
you
was
were
talking
like,
to some. I don't even know if it was you in work.
No,
bay,
but you told me that you and Big Jeans do that, and that's
Yes. Like, was it? Yeah, we've done that before. But in general, I used to do that with NYU Big Dick. Never did it with Narcissist.
okay. The
because he was
makeout theory
lame.
is that if you're in a long-term relationship, you still have to have like messy random makeouts like every day.
Like every day, just like a
Every
little
day.
like a little makeout session. Like the thing, like not one that like leads to sex. Like there's
No,
plenty of
just a
makeout
makeout.
sessions that lead to sex.
All
yeah, just
usually.
like a nice little makeout sesh.
Yeah.
It's great. Like
Sensual.
yes,
Love it.
No, 100%. And then we're leaving off on another spicy note. Stimulate your curiosity and yourself. So stimulate your curiosity in the way that, like, you know, ask fucking questions about life and figure out the answer. If you've ever wondered something, Google it. Look it up. Stimulate your fucking mind, even if it's
Reading.
even if it's reading.
Or if it's like a certain topic you nerd out about, oh my
Yeah,
god, I
like,
have the
you wanna
most
know
niche
more?
interest, dude. I'm
Same.
a World War II girly. I've read every World War II book. I've seen every World War II
We've discussed like the
documentary.
Titanic people like go off, I guess. Like
No, that's me with World War II,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I'm so weird.
No, I
my
end up
dream
going down,
trip to Eastern Europe is to do all the World War II spots. Like I'm
Really?
doing it. I'm doing it.
that's crazy. Yeah, no, like shit like that.
Shit
And then
like that.
obviously, like
I love horror books.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
also like, you know, like we said, spicy note and yourself. I'm just gonna bluntly say
also get
it.
a fucking vibrator. No.
Get a vibrator. Just go to town on yourself. Like
Girl, if you don't have a vibrator, what are you doing?
I mean, some people are blessed and they could just like fucking DJ the puss and like get
I
on
can
with their
DJ
life.
the puss, but like,
I don't like I can too.
oh my
but
god, I
like,
absolutely can actually. But I definitely think all girls need a vibrator.
yeah, I agree. I think everybody.
It's a different
period,
sense. It's
needs
just
to
different.
experience a sex toy.
They're two different things.
But in general, I feel like when you like get into like the groove of like learning your body, you naturally feel sexier. So
Yeah, that's true.
We're actually talking about today. We want to eventually like do an episode about
No,
like
she
you
asked
know-
me if I wanted to today do an episode about.
Yeah, about like I asked her today if she wanted to do an episode about like sex toys and like masturbation.
I said
and
no
then
so fast. I was
She
like,
said no, but you're.
I said, first of all, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Like, what do I know about any of that? Like,
yeah, but we were like, then it would make more sense to do it with like a professional.
yeah.
You know that like.
I was
knows,
like,
body
Christina, we just know that the
anatomy and-
womanizer is our favorite one, and
Yeah.
that is it.
No, literally, I come in here and be like, "This is a clit sucker. Use it." Like,
That's all we got.
and that's it for today.
No,
I'm
that
like,
would have been the episode. I was like,
literally
no.
would have been it. But no, but that's basically that. So yeah, you got out of your rut. You got your mojo back. This was kind of a chaotic one, but
Exhausting.
yeah, the episode is not over yet.
Oh, yeah, period.
We have okay. Wait. So you never another thing that Lily didn't answer me on. Are we calling it gin and tips? Or are we calling it toxic tips?
Gin and tips.
Gin and tips.
Gin and tips.
Okay.
That's
Welcome
better.
to gin and tips.
Welcome to Gin and Tips.
Okay,
we just named
so-
it right now.
We named it right now. If you guys have listened to our last few episodes, you know that we removed Toxic Confession, RIP to her. Still send us Toxic Confessions because we just like listening and reading them on our own anyways. But a lot of you bitches need help. So we decided we're going to start doing an advice segment.
It's going to be like a combo. Like, send us your toxic confession that you need help with. Like, something fucked up you did.
So I also want to clarify, because I posted on the GNT stories yesterday being like, DM us like for advice and everything. And some of you guys were, so for this particular segment, like, send us like advice, things that you need advice on with like specific scenarios. Like, a lot of you guys like DM'd us and you were like, I need advice on like making friends or like how to flirt or something, which is great. And we want to give you guys advice on those. Those are like very like general things though. With this, I feel like make it like very like a niche and be like, this thing's going on with this guy or this girl or whatever. And like, I need like, you know, kind of like an Ask Abby sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, which a lot of you guys did send. We're going to read one right now, and we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't remember what it said. I'm trying to remember, but I forget.
All right, so this girlie says, I haven't really wanted to have sex with my boyfriend in like months, 2 months. It's not that I don't want him or don't love him anymore. I just don't want the sex.
Oh, yeah, I remember this now.
He doesn't really understand it, but he respects how I feel. I feel bad because I know that he wants to. Sometimes I feel like I should do it just because I don't want him to think that it has something to do with him. But I also really don't feel like doing it, and I don't know what to do.
This is a tough one.
This is a very tough one, especially because like the last few months of my most recent relationship, our sex really fell off. And it was this battle of like, he didn't want to have sex, and I thought it was me, and then it was this.
My last
and that,
relationship
and like,
was the exact same.
Yeah, like
the exact same. That it
like,
takes a toll on you.
Yeah, and so she's saying very bluntly, like, you know, it's not him. I just, you know, clearly this girl's libido is like, you know, at a lower point right now, and I could totally see how it's like frustrating.
I need more because I'm like, I need to know why your sex drive is low. Like, there has to be a fucking reason.
Yeah, there's probably like external like circumstances or something.
Yeah, no, she said it has nothing to do with him, but like, I hope this girl, like, because I feel like even for your own self, like, fuck him, for herself, like, I want her to enjoy sex and like want it, and like, it's a normal human thing. So if you're not feeling sexual like that, I mean, some people just aren't sexual, and like, that's one thing.
Yeah,
but
so that's like the thing with this is like, obviously if this girl's like, I really like don't want to have sex with him, I love him so much, but I don't have sex, but like he's disappointed, whatever, you need to find either some type of middle ground where like, you know, you end up having sex like once in a while, and it's like that sort of thing. Maybe you're not having sex and you're doing like, because sex is very broad. I don't know if she's talking about the actual act of sex or if she's talking about like overall oral like, stimulation.
Yeah.
So maybe there's some sort of middle ground with that. Maybe you could experiment with, you know, it seems like her partner, she's like in a hetero relationship, experiment with male sex toys for him. And in general, honestly, some people just aren't sexually compatible. Like, true. I think the fact that me and my ex weren't really having sex the last like 2-3 months, if I didn't break up with him for, you know, the reasons that I did, I would have eventually broken up with him because the lack of sex was becoming too much. And it sucks because sex isn't like, you know, the full relationship, but for a lot of people, it's a very important part of a relationship, and it does play a big part. Like for me,
so important.
Yeah, for me, like I can't not like
Hello?
have because also that like for me, like I need to like have sex and be intimate with my partner to like, you know, feel closer to them, you know?
Did I ever tell you that my roommate was like, asked me in work bay one time, like, you know, how often, or I think she just asked me, that would be kind of weird, but whatever. She was like, how many times ideally would you like to have sex?
You told me that.
I was like, oh, and she goes, because for me, it's definitely 15. I was like, oh my God.
No, didn't she say like she needs to have sex like twice a day or something?
But I was like, honestly same, but no, I like would like to have sex every day though.
Yeah, no, every day is good with me.
It's part of my nighttime routine.
No, it is. Like you get railed and you go to bed and then everybody's happy.
It helps. Oh my God, it's so good for sleeping. It's so
no,
great.
I know it is. But anyways, okay, to wrap this up though, I mean, general advice for this girl is just like, you know, if you definitely, you're saying that like clearly she's already had the conversation with the boyfriend about how she's feeling.
Yeah.
He respects it, but is obviously having a hard time,
That's tough. Because from
it
the
is very
guy's
tough.
side, like, because me and Christina have experienced this. We've dated guys who didn't really want to have sex with, not us, but just in general. Like, they just, like, weren't very sexual guys. And, like, in that scenario, as a woman, you can kind of, like, I mean, you shouldn't, but you know what I mean? Like, you can be a little bit more pushy and it doesn't come across a weird way. But I feel like as a guy, if you try to be convincing, it could come off really bad.
Yeah.
But, like, I do understand that point of view where he's not getting what he wants.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's a human, like, natural thing. Like,
yeah, 100%. And like you said, I wish we had, like, a little bit more info on this girl as to, like, why she doesn't want to have sex.
Did she ever like having sex with it? Like, was there a point where they were sexually very...
Yeah, exactly. But, with just the general context that we do have, and it seems, like I said, that they've already had a conversation about this where he said he respects it, but obviously he's having a hard time with it. You need to either come up with an alternative in terms of, like, maybe you're not having sex, but you're doing, like, the foreplay for it.
Yeah.
If sex for her is not just, fucking, dick and vagina or whatever, then, like, I lost my train of thought.
Wait, you just said that?
Yeah.
Dick and vagina.
Well, no, because
I
it's like
that.
You need to come up with other things. So it depends on what she means by sex. Like, does she not want to do any of it, or is it that she just doesn't want penetration?
Yeah.
Because if it's just the penetration, then
dick and vagina.
Then you can, like, do other things, obviously. But if it's sex as a whole, then you need to sort of figure things out. And, like, how can he get pleasure? Does that mean experimenting with pleasure toys for him? Is it opening up your relationship if you're comfortable with that? So
that was a thought I had.
Yes, so that he can get that pleasure from other people, or just in general.
I think I suggested that to my ex, and he was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Well, I need dick, so it's either you or someone else."
Like, no, literally. And then
I chose someone else.
Yeah, clearly. Because then it gets to a point where you just, sometimes you just realize you're not sexually compatible.
Like, hello?
And it's also a thing where it's like, maybe you were sexually compatible once, but fucking people's circumstances and
we were never sexually compatible.
Yeah. I don't think me and my ex ever were too. I think we tried to be. And
we tried to be.
Just because, also, I want to make a point here. Just because the person you're with does make you come doesn't make you sexually compatible.
No.
In my opinion.
I can make, no.
Yeah. No. Like, I do not think that me and my ex were sexually compatible in the slightest. Did he make me come? Yeah. But, like, no. We were definitely not aligned.
I remember the fifth time fucking my ex, I'm like, "Are you going to call me a slut, or are we just going to sit here and, like, talk about the weather? Like, what are we fucking doing right now?"
No, my ex couldn't dirty talk, and it drove me nuts, because dirty talking is like...
Dirty talk. Please don't even, like, talk to me ever.
Some people... But you know what? Some people, if both parties are
some
like...
people hate it.
If both parties are like, dirty talk is cringy and you want to fucking, silence, then be my fucking guest.
No, go off.
Not gonna fly for me, but that's just me.
It's not working for me.
So to this girl, you need to just figure out, what sex is to you. If it is, sex as just everything, or if it's literally just the penetration, because, obviously if it's only penetration, you have some leeway there. And if that's not the case, then, consider opening your relationship, which that's like a whole other can of worms, obviously. But if that's the route you want to go down, then that's the route you want to go down. And then you got to have like a really in-depth conversation with your partner.
Answered it.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
And then, or just consider the fact that maybe you're not sexually compatible. And if you're not sexually compatible, is that a make or break for your relationship?
Yeah.
And it seems like it might be for him.
Yeah.
And you don't want to, keep him strung along in this relationship that, maybe you're giving him the hope that you'll get back to it one day if you just like don't think that's the case.
Yeah, and especially like if you're going through that, it like if you used to like having sex with him and now you don't, but you don't think it has to do with him and it just has to do with you, girl, maybe you should take some time to figure out.
Yeah, what is going on? Why are you not, you know?
Like a physical thing? Is it your sexuality? It could be so many different things, or like your confidence. Like it could be so many things. Like when people lose their sex drives, it can be a number of things. It could be health. Like you know, you could probably need to see a doctor. Yeah. I don't know, but like it is worth looking into, and
100%.
Yeah, on both sides for sure.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm going to send this to her so she knows that we replied, but we would love a little bit of context, and maybe we should start doing, like, updates, too, like.
Yes, if you're listening and you want us to, like, dive in further and give us more context.
Yeah, maybe give us a little more context, or, yeah, give us a little update, and we'd be happy to, you know, tell the listeners and go from there.
Slay.
All right, cool. I feel like that went good for, like, a first, like, time advice thing.
We did our best.
Yeah. This episode was kind of chaotic too. It was one of those episodes. I'm already picturing the DMs. You guys need to stop getting off topic so fucking much.
Okay, but then when we like don't like then there's
the
other
boring
comments. Yeah, then there's the other comments that are like, I miss when you guys used to get off.
Yeah,
you know, more. It's like, okay, you guys
pick a struggle.
You're so annoying.
Whatever. We're like, you guys suck.
I know.
I love you.
I love you, but like,
we love you.
Them.
You know what though? They're real as fuck with us. And that's exactly how I want them to be. They're like, I fucking love you guys. You guys are my spirit animals. Stay on top.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fair. Like, it's fine, fair.
It's fine.
But anyways. All right, guys. So that is it for today's episode. Make sure to go follow us at Gin Toxic Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. DM us, you know, your situations that you need advice on, all of that stuff. DM us for gin and tips. And yeah, you can follow us and find us on our personal social medias, always linked in the episode description. And we will see you next week with a guest.
Yes,
we will see you next week with a guest. So
bye.
Bye. Come on.
Just two white girls with infinite vocabulary.